Well, thank you. Gracias, Jose. This session will differ from the sessions in the morning and the sessions in the afternoon. The armchairs are probably a giveaway, but you know right away something is different about this. The differences will come both in the format and in the content. Format-wise, it is a different setting. We may sit, we may stand. It'll drive the camera crew crazy, I know, but it will be a little bit different that way. The format will be one where I will ask Lloyd a number of questions. He has no idea yet what those questions are. So it's unrehearsed. He can't pull out a PowerPoint, nothing up his sleeve. It'll just be pure, unadulterated insight that he provides in response to the questions. We'll also go back and forth with the audience, so it won't be us talking and then a Q&A period at the end. Maybe that I ask him a couple questions, I say a few things, he maybe asks me a question, who knows, and we may go to the audience and then back and I'll ask him more questions. So we will make it more interactive format-wise.
Actually, just a quick aside, in fact, the really hard questions, I'm going to turn around and look at who could answer that better.
So be ready, we have a moving mic we can bring to your chair. Yeah. Second thing is content. As Jose just said, the focus here is culture. Culture involves norms, values, attitudes, standards of behavior, assumptions, sometimes taken for granted assumptions that we need to evoke to really understand that they exist. It involves language, vocabulary. There's not one common culture necessarily. Within cultures, there are subcultures. There can be distinct cultures that don't interact much with each other. But this conversation is intended to focus on culture. So distinct from some of the earlier sessions where there was a lot more attention to structures, procedures, and protocols, this is more culture. And those formal structures are part of culture. Formal institutions are part of culture. But the informal is also a very significant part of culture. And that's a goal, a focus of our post-lunch discussion today, to talk about both the formal and the informal, but maybe highlighting those informal things that can either facilitate or get in the way of collaboration to improve population health. So that's what we're up to in this session. We'll go till roughly 1:40 or so, to allow time for the next session. Before we get into questions of substance, I know you're known to most people in this network. Some fame, potentially infamy among subsets of the network. But would you want to just briefly say a little more about who you are and kind of high-level explanation of the expertise you bring to this topic?
So